What up, podcasters? I go by the name of Herb Reed, certified gold member, one half for the Goldmembers Podcast, and I'm here with my brother.
It's your boy Tyson, man. Other half of the Goldmembers Podcast. Jody, if you know me, man, you know.
You already know, man. Check us out on all the top digital streaming platforms: Apple, Spotify, Amazon, Google Podcasts. We uploading new episodes every single Thursday, so.
And also make sure you following us on Instagram, man. Goldmembers Podcast. Also on Facebook. We definitely dropping a whole lot of content on there. Just make sure you keep tapped in, man. We also on TikTok too, man. So check us out.
Oh, bro's on TikTok. You on TikTok?
Come on TikTok with us. With us though.
Shout out to that. And this is season number 2, episode 24. You know what I mean?
There's always some resemblance to some. You know, Kobe wore that 24, even though we came in when he had that 8 on.
Yeah. You know.
He did have 2 full careers though.
Yeah, 824, man.
24.
You know that's why he did that, man. Grind 8 days a week, 24 hours
and
a
I
day.
think that's his birthday, the 24th or some shit.
Oh,
like that.
is it?
August 24th.
August 24th?
Yeah.
Oh, he ain't quite a Leo.
Nah, no. Matter of fact, he's a Virgo, so I'm lying. I know Kobe's a Virgo.
Well, yeah. That'll make him a Virgo because Leo season ends what, the 23rd of August?
I thought it was the 24th or 25th.
I think it's like the 22nd or the 23rd. But either way, man, episode 24. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Mamba, the Black Mamba.
Black Mamba. You heard?
You know what I mean? Kobe Bean Bryant.
Shit.
And today's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, gang.
Hey, they had all types of Galentines and
yeah, you seen it. All types of red
shit.
Dresses everywhere.
Yeah, it was
heels.
beautiful. Seeing pink.
Yeah,
all that shit, man.
yeah.
It was beautiful, man. I love to see it, man.
Galentine's Day, that's for the singles, right? Like for the single ladies go to the Galentines.
No, it's just for the ladies to celebrate with the ladies too.
Oh.
You know what I mean? It's for the ladies to celebrate with the ladies. They can still have a man, but at the end of the night, who they going to? You know what I mean? They going to him.
Good question.
To him.
Good question. But we're going to get into some of that Valentine's Day talk.
Word.
Valentine's Day looking kind of dry out here. I don't know about you, but
you don't know about me.
No, I'm saying I don't know if you seeing it. I don't know if you seeing how dry it is out here.
It is either that or nobody want to get in trouble for exposing somebody.
Either that, yeah.
You know what I mean? It could be that or they want to show their love and peace. They want, private life, man. It's better life, man.
Hey, I can dig that.
So, that might be what's going on right now.
I can dig that. But, make sure y'all check out last episode too, episode 23, Boston Black History. That was a good one. We got to honor Rodney Hughes.
Word, we got a whole lot of
love.
I mean? Today, you know what I mean? Rod was out there showing us love, so we showed some love on Facebook. We got a lot of love on Facebook because, that's where the old heads are. And the old heads showed us a lot of love on Facebook, man. We love and respect Rod. We just appreciate everything he did for us, man. And that was our first person we just wanted to acknowledge out here in the city, as a Black representative. So,
that was major, man. And kind of like we said, we're gonna do more of that. Bring in Boston Black stories, to the forefront and highlight them and really educate people because we know a lot of y'all don't know about this Boston Black history. And so that was just one of many, man. And
we're gonna do it in different ways too, different ways. Show y'all how y'all will see.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate that Rodney had passed away years ago, or he would be sitting right here with us, and we would have interviewed him live, and he would have been more than happy to do
that for us.
Yeah, without question.
Shit, he might not even be sitting here. He might be sitting somewhere else, fucking with Rod.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, man.
For real.
Last episode definitely was a good one, though, man. We did that versus battle.
We did.
Not even a versus battle.
The music review.
But, the music review.
The music review, yes.
But there is a versus battle coming on tomorrow.
Oh, it is.
Speaking of that,
Anthony Hamilton and Musiq Soulchild.
Yeah.
That's going to be legendary.
Yeah, some people can still celebrate Valentine's Day tomorrow if
you
they
might,
want to.
Yeah, you might be able to lay up tomorrow.
You still might be able to do what you got to do.
Cozy on up.
If you missed today.
Yeah, order some seafood if you anything like me.
Today. People have work today. You won't have work tomorrow when the whole the verses get going, and that's a nice verses. I might light a candle.
That's a nice verses.
By myself.
Nice
I'm chilling. It's too cold out here for a problem.
Hey, listen, man. If you anything like me, you'll be nice, cozied up, man. under a blanket somewhere, man, with some seafood or something, man, some fried shrimp, some fried lobster. You know what I mean?
That's how you doing it.
That's how I do. You know, with a little bit of tequila. We might even take a couple shots. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you should have just had Valentine's Day.
That's my type of party. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do like to stay in.
Yeah, that's my type of party right there.
I am a stay in type. You know what I mean?
Yeah, some good food.
That'll be a good night tomorrow, man. I've been drinking this blueberry wine.
A blueberry wine?
Yeah, man.
I haven't had that.
I've been in the crib sipping that.
Is that considered like a red or a white wine?
I don't know.
Or just something different. It might be in the category of its own.
It might be in the red category. That's what it kind of look like. But this blueberry, man, that should be hitting. That's what I was sipping on watching the Super Bowl.
Oh, that sounds good though. Blueberry wine.
I sipped on some blueberry wine and watched the Super Bowl by myself.
Who you? Speaking of the Super Bowl, man, shout out to the Rams.
Shout out to the Rams. Didn't you pick the Rams?
I picked the Rams.
You picked the Rams.
I picked the Rams.
Shout out to the Rams, man. Fucking OBJ got hurt. He was fucking dominant. He could have got MVP, dog.
Yeah. They had to give it to old Cooper Kupp, man.
Cooper was the
I feel like Aaron Donald. I don't know how they ain't get out to Aaron Donald, man.
Aaron Donald did save the day. Like them 2 sacks at the end of the game.
He made the 2 biggest plays of this entire NFL playoffs postseason.
Yeah. And it was like,
both they be sacks. He made the sack on Jimmy G, and he made the game-winning sack here.
It's funny because they be saying football's a game of inches, but he did that twice.
He did that twice
yesterday. You know what I mean? But they be saying football's a game of inches, and he was literally saving them, nigga, like by the skin of their teeth. Like when he stopped that running back for a loss.
Oh yeah.
That was crazy.
That was major. That was major.
Right. That was probably like the biggest play. That was like 3rd-and-1 or some shit like that. You know what I mean? But shout out to my nigga Joey too, man. My nigga Joe Barrows and Jamal Chase, man. Them niggas
they played well.
For some young dudes, man. For 1 and 2 years in the league, they did exactly what you want to see from your future.
They played well.
The potential, even though my nigga Joe looked like he got hurt badly, but
yeah,
you know what I mean. Him and Odell might be able to bounce back next year. That halftime show was crazy.
The halftime show was nice. I liked it.
The halftime show was crazy. I liked everything about it. My nigga 50 came out looking
real 03-ish.
03-ish. What's this, 2022?
Yeah.
He was 2023-ish. Fifth was like he put on like a cool 40, 45
Yo,
pounds,
everybody
nigga.
Was saying that. Somebody said that. Like, yo, everybody
I know it was
on
him.
stage.
I looked for a minute. You know, he looked like, when the Ninja Turtles be coming out of the...
Yeah.
Back in the day, the Ninja Turtles looked just like a Ninja Turtle, dog. I'm like, this nigga 50's crazy, dog. This nigga, he did his thing.
Nah, he did his thing.
You know what I mean?
50 did his thing.
50.
Kendrick came out, did his thing.
Kendrick's performance
Kendrick's performance game is top tier.
Yeah, it is.
Like he blow you. You niggas ain't even in his category.
Yo,
like,
Snoop came out with crippin'.
Snoop came out crippin'
like a motherfucker.
Yo, if you a crip, you gotta be the proud. That nigga done brought crippin' to the biggest stage in the world, time and time again.
He done really put
and really be throwing his shit up too.
He put it on for LA. Like he be putting on for real.
He be putting on.
I be hearing people say he's like the most famous rapper of all time.
Yeah, gotta be.
Easily.
Yeah, easily. I would agree with that.
Who else was in there? Mary. When Mary went spread arms on the floor. Hey, yo. What I say earlier? I forgot.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Mary. You know, Mary always gotta she always gotta push it to the max. Like she just makes everything over the top dramatic. Like,
I mean, that was fine for yesterday, you know what I mean? Because, Super Bowl is like the biggest performance of your career for you get paid for it for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I expected her to do what she do. She's already dramatic.
I couldn't tell if the sound in that stadium was just that good or if she was lip singing.
It was a couple of people's microphones that sounded funny. 50's microphone sounded funny, and Eminem's microphone sounded funny.
Yeah.
And did you see when Eminem was
kneeing when he took a knee?
He took a knee.
They trying to say that was for Colin Kaepernick. I hope it wasn't.
They did. That was. They said the NFL told him not to do that, and he did it. But you know what I thought in my head? I was looking. I didn't even look at it like a Colin Kaepernick type situation. I was looking like, yo, why the fuck is this nigga Eminem praying in the middle of the?
That's what I thought he was doing too.
In the middle of the performance, I thought he was praying.
I thought he was praying. No lie.
Is that because he's white?
I don't know. But was it because of Colin Kaepernick
It
though? Like, is
was.
that's been stamped?
That's been stamped.
That's been approved.
That's been approved.
Wow.
You ain't like that?
I didn't like that. He would have been better off going with the prayer for me.
I mean, I'm gonna take it as a prayer because it didn't seem like he's stiff for nothing right there or kneel for nothing.
Yeah, like what you trying to?
Because with Colin Kaepernick, we already got there. We already did this.
Yeah, we already like we're not even gonna go in on old Colin, old boy, man, because he done took his settlement check and ran $30 million.
Ran it up. He's out here. Somebody else then gave him some more money.
Yeah. So we ain't even. So you still taking the knee for Colin, nigga? Colin, nigga. Tell that nigga we looking for him. That nigga,
Nah, man. I don't know. M's bugging for that. M's bugging for that.
Yeah, he was bugging for that.
He was out of line. I heard Wack 100 say something about it. That's how I know for sure.
Yeah?
And Royce the 5'9". So
Shout
that's
out to
how I
my
know.
nigga Wack. I love Wack 100.
Love Wack?
I love Wack 100. I love him.
Wack.
Hopefully one day we can get him on the show. I would love that. Wack 100, you see this?
I do got on a lot of red.
Come on the Goldmembers Podcast, man.
Get him. We can get him.
But I did want to get your prediction. So who you going with for this versus tomorrow? You going with Musiq or you going with Aunt Hamilton?
It's gonna be a long night.
That's gonna be a groovy night. That's gonna be a lot of jams, a lot of singing.
If it was 10 songs, it would be like a battle. But it's gonna be a long night for Anthony Hamilton. 20 songs.
Hey.
Versus Musiq?
Yeah, I know.
Teach
listen,
me.
I know.
You know.
I know.
Buddy,
I know.
Come on, don't do that. Don't make me. Come on, man.
I know. I mean, listen, my Musiq Soulchild catalog and my Apple Music is heavy, so I know. But Aunt Hamilton got some joints too, though.
Aunt Hamilton can really, really perform. That's what this versus shit is about right now.
Aunt Hamilton got a lot of wedding songs.
Yeah, he do.
You hear Aunt Hamilton at a lot of weddings.
I'm going with Musiq Soulchild. Who you going with?
Just for the sake of argument, I'm gonna go with Aunt Hamilton.
Oh,
just for the sake. Just for the sake. Yeah.
But in your heart, who you got?
In my heart, I'm gonna go with Musiq.
Oh, all right.
I'm gonna go with Musiq all day long. I'm going with Musiq.
Okay,
but you know, just for the sake of competition, because Aunt Hamilton got some shit.
He do.
He got some groovy shit too. Like he gonna make you sing, he gonna make you cry, but he also gonna make you dance. He gonna make you move in your seat a little bit.
Not like Musiq. Yo, Musiq got that shit, man. We gonna see them all night.
But then Musiq did stop making music for a while.
For a long time.
And Anthony Hamilton ain't never stopped.
So you think that allowed him to catch up in some form or fashion?
That might give him an advantage just as far as the catalog. Because like you said, it ain't 10 songs, it's 20.
Yeah.
So that may give him an advantage. He may be able to take you from all the way back, all the way up until now. So I don't know.
We'll see.
I don't know. We'll see. Man. But that's going to be interesting.
It's going to be a good battle, man. Tomorrow, I think that shit's on.
Yeah, tomorrow.
I'll probably watch it on Twitch or something, man, because I'm tired of Instagram. Did you see that bullshit they pulled when you was watching Bone Thugs when they pulled the camera all the way back?
Oh, yeah. When they was beefing.
And all that other shit. Nah, man, them niggas was wilding.
Yeah.
I might try to make some money off that versus tomorrow. Real talk.
Nah, that's going to be a good one. That's going to be a good one.
Where was we at? Did we get a chance to watch? We was somewhere when it was the last verse. Well, we was recording the last time the last verses was on.
Yeah. Yeah, nah, that's gonna be a good one for sure. Like I'm definitely tuned in. Make sure you know if you ain't do nothing today, and it's funny because I was on Instagram Live earlier today, and it was mad dudes on my live, and I'm like, if you on my live here with me right now, you ain't got no Valentine,
and you ain't got nothing lined up.
Yeah, you ain't got nothing lined up.
I don't either.
We here working, so
yeah, I don't either. And I got work after this. So
look. Listen. I put on my social media all the time. I'm married to the grind.
Yeah.
See, it's Valentine's Day. It's Valentine's Day night. Like it's the evening. Like this is prime hours on Valentine's
niggas is
Day.
at dinner right now.
Niggas is at dinner.
Some people are proposing.
Yeah.
Some people are butt ass at the spot already getting to it, getting ready for work tomorrow.
I hope you are rolling around all over the
Give them a round of applause or both ends. Make it clap.
Yeah. I hope so because I'm here working on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I am. But yo, how was your weekend?
The weekend was great, man. You know, I don't do
Cooled
much
out
of
in the
nothing.
crib? Yeah. I went bowling this weekend, right?
Uh-huh.
And as soon as I walked into the bowling alley, bro, you know, it was the first thing that popped up in my fucking head.
What's that?
DaBaby and DaUncle.
Oh man, I'm so happy you brought this up. Extremely happy you brought this up.
The fucking uncle, dog. Yo, I kind of forgot about it before it came up till now. If anybody don't know, man, if you check our last episode, what was that? DaBaby Daddy.
DaBaby Daddy.
Our episode, DaBaby Daddy. I don't even know what
number is that. Hold on, I'm gonna go ahead, keep going.
But on that episode, Danny Lay and DaBaby, the rapper DaBaby, singer Danny Lay, let me respect her. And they got into it. They got a baby, and he tried to put her out. Everybody kind of knows the situation.
Not to cut you off, but that's episode 13.
Episode 13. Episode 13.
Go ahead.
And he tried to put her out, put the baby out, all at the same time in the middle of the night. And I don't know. Long story short, the brother tried to get involved.
Right. He did get involved. When that incident happened,
he got on live.
He went on Instagram live and was basically threatening DaBaby, saying, yo, when I see you, it's on sight. I want a fair one for, you know, whatever incident took place with his sister.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so when that happened, long story short, so now we're in the present week right now leading up to Super Bowl weekend. And, you know, everybody's always in LA or wherever the Super Bowl is at, All-Star weekend. Everybody's there. The stars are there. So for some reason, the uncle was out by himself at a bowling alley.
What's his name? His name's Brandon Bills.
Brandon Bills. I'm calling him the uncle. The uncle, nigga. Because that's the baby's uncle, nigga.
The baby's uncle.
That's the baby's uncle. So the uncle is at the bowling alley, and he run into DaBaby and his entourage. And supposedly, dude, you know, tried to talk to him, you know, man to man, but as you know, and me, we both know, man, when you tell a nigga it's on site.
Right.
It's on site. What are you talking about?
What are we talking about?
And that's about your sister, so you're supposed to really be on site, right? Since you saying that's how you on site, you ain't even supposed to let the nigga know you there.
All right, but hold up. Because you are the person that I've been waiting to talk about this whole thing with.
Yeah, you did send me
because when this whole thing first happened, and y'all can go back and listen to episode 13, you know, you was kind of on Danny Lee's side.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with me being
you know, and you know, and I was on DaBaby side for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You was one of the people, if I remember correctly, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but you was one of the people that felt like, you know, like he had disrespected her. Like he had mistreated her. Not only did he mistreat her, but he did it on Instagram Live and he did it in the public eye, right? Mm-hmm. I remember something like that.
That and DaBaby. I felt like he mistreated DaBaby by
okay, and her child.
Add that.
Okay. So now, how do you feel about this now? Do you feel like, because a lot of people was going against DaBaby. A lot of people was saying, oh, he's corny. You know, he beat up her brother and he's lame for that and all this other stuff. So I'm interested to see how you feel, what position you taking on this whole thing.
Bro, if I tell a nigga it's on site when I see him,
yeah,
and I go out and lose that war, not that battle,
that battle.
I go out and lose that battle.
You lose the battle.
You gotta take that on the chin.
Right.
I ain't looking at DaBaby like he's wrong. That nigga posed a threat. That was a threat, nigga. When I see you, it's on site. That mean, nigga, I'll stab, shoot, or fight. Whatever one, nigga, it's on site.
Right.
So when you tell a nigga that, that's just how I feel. Like, you supposed to really be on site, but whatever you coming with, not with a drink in your head trying to conversate while other stars around thinking you ain't gonna get punched out. Cause dog pretty much bowling ball punched him like he was.
They whipped him out.
They whipped him out. I'm glad.
They whipped him out.
I'm so glad on dogs, bro. I'm so glad they didn't use no bowling balls. Nobody.
He's lucky that shit took place in a bowling alley. If that floor wasn't slippery like that would have been.
If he wasn't able to get the up.
They would have been punching that nigga.
If you was able to get the up and up with him.
You're not getting no up and up. That nigga.
And I know you're not getting
hold
one.
up. And then that was another thing. People was talking about, that was his security. That wasn't that nigga's security.
Those are his boys.
That was that nigga's brother.
Yeah, it's
The
people's.
nigga who was flipping homie around by his braids.
Yeah, you see him.
That's DaBaby's brother.
But did you see when he stood in the gutter lanes? Once he stood in the gutter lanes, he caught some kind of traction.
He had grip
and started throwing money around like a rag doll. And another thing, man, niggas is out here with that long hair, man. That was crazy.
You out here with them braids,
I ain't
man.
gonna front. It did feel like he was like flinging around.
He was mopping the
like,
floor with
damn,
homie.
Dog, you got that hair out, dog. They out here.
But people was really talking bad about DaBaby, saying that he's corny, saying that he's lame for fighting her brother and him getting jumped. Well, first of all, like I said, that was DaBaby's brother. That wasn't his security. And just like you said, you posing a threat. And so if you tough enough to approach me while I'm with 4 or 5 of my niggas and you by yourself,
you could have got out of there. If you
you could have just avoided it. Yeah,
I ain't right.
I ain't right now. Yeah,
deep in here, boy.
Right.
You niggas just think he's not from the hood. He's not from the streets.
You know what? And I was kind of going back and forth with people on Twitter about this. And one of the points that I was making was like, nigga, that don't make you tough. That just make you stupid. Like you ain't tough for that.
You gotta choose.
That ain't even
when your
respectable.
battle is right.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you know better, nigga. You go into a place, you go into the club,
and I
you
said,
by yourself, and you see somebody you got a problem with, and he's with 24. No matter what, 5, 6 niggas that really get it in.
Right.
Make a call, nigga.
Right.
Make a call. He ain't even make a call.
Or put your motherfucking back up against the wall or something.
You gotta make a move.
Yeah. You better go stand with some other niggas or something.
Make a move.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you ain't supposed to even be trying to get seen. He seemed like he was trying to approach.
Yeah, he's bugging.
And from what I'm hearing, like when I seen, like, I heard that he approached them trying to talk.
Right.
Not even like, you can't be trying to talk after you just made a threat, like especially in the public, so everybody know who you are. So imagine if he do get that, he get the first swing off like DaBaby did, and he punched DaBaby in the face.
Right.
And then them niggas whip him out. Then all right, cool. Them niggas whipped you out, but you got that blowing.
Right. Right.
You ain't even
right. You wasn't even trying to throw your first blow.
Bro.
Yeah, he's bugging.
No. The video is so. I don't even mean to laugh, but the video is so funny because when he first come on, he got a drink and his sweater on, the Scully.
Oh.
By the time you seen it, it might have been like
that nigga was half naked by the time. Not only did they whip him out, they undressed
him, took his Scully. I know it was cold out.
He came out his beater and everything. Like, nigga, you came out your coat, your shirt, your beater, your hat. Everything, nigga. I'm like, they was on his ass.
Yeah, and then he had a nerve to walk past the niggas who was actually beating on him and follow DaBaby. Like, you ain't supposed to let the. Then I think they punched him in the face again.
They did, yeah.
Yeah, like, nah, man, come on. You gotta pick you gotta know.
You gotta pick your battles.
You gotta know, like, nigga, like tonight's not the fucking night.
And then I was blaming her. I was blaming the sister. You know, I'm gonna keep blaming her. It's all her fault. Cause she's supposed to tell her brother, like, it's not even that serious. You know what I'm saying?
Or had some type of discussion. You already got your daughter going over to see DaBaby after y'all that had this big splat all online.
Right.
He's still got DaBaby in his possession sometime. You know what I mean? So it's like, at that point, you need to let your brother know, like chill.
Like,
he's gonna be around still.
Right.
He's still gonna be around.
Right.
At the end of the day, he's gonna be around because that's DaBaby's father.
Right. And that's another point that I was making on Twitter too, and people was really looking at me like I'm fucking crazy. And nigga, I don't know about where y'all people come from, but where we come from, we don't even, like, one of my sisters, and I got 5 sisters, and a big ass family, a whole bunch of relatives that get it in the street. My sister would never put me or one of my cousins in position to where we got to deal with something like that, especially over her relationship.
And but that's what I'm saying. That goes coming from where you come from too, bro. Like, we come from that,
right? But people was really looking at me like and people was trying to make it seem like I was saying like that I'm not gonna defend my sister. No, my sister just knows when to push that button. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just be so quick to fucking call your brother or call your peoples. You know what I mean? Because that situation, you can't control how that situation's
Instagram live. We're not going Instagram
yeah,
live.
we're not going Instagram live. But at the same time, as his sister or as a sister, you don't get to determine the outcome of that situation. Like, I'm pretty sure she believes that her brother would whip DaBaby's ass in a one-on-one. But it just so happens that that's not how the situation was.
That's not how it might not be.
And it might never be like that.
Yeah.
And luckily, it took place at a public event and not in a fucking dark street somewhere, because that nigga could have ended up dead.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Or he could have ended up killing somebody. So now, is that worth your brother going to jail for the rest of his life? That little Instagram live conflict that y'all had?
No, but I still do look at both of them as, I ain't gonna say as two totally different situations, but for my reason for the Danny Lay situation, like I said, was his like trying to put the kid out and all of them at whatever time it was. But the whole fight situation, dog put that energy out there.
Right. But I'm saying, but because of his sister, though. Or,
Yeah,
you know, trying to defend his sister. If he was smart, if he was anything like us, he would have been like, nigga, first of all, nigga, because first chance your sister gets, she gonna fuck with DaBaby again anyway.
Yeah.
So you trying to fight this nigga and you know your sister probably gonna be.
Since we learned so much from that episode, especially since like she's already wasn't talking to the family to deal with him. So she could talk to the baby. Like, she was already cutting off moms not being around the family so she could deal with the baby. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a whole lot going into it. There's a lot of feelings and shit, a lot of love.
Yeah, I mean,
if he wants to right now, the baby, if he wants to right now, I think he could be with her.
Of course he could. That's not even a question as to whether he could be with. She would love to be with that nigga right now.
Might have sent some Valentine's Day flowers today, just like fucking Kanye did with Kim. I don't want to talk about them no more, but they are fucking all over the place and nuts. Yeah, but I think it's just a promo for Donda 2.
Yeah, whatever it is, I don't know. Kanye, he wrapped up in it though. She got the swammy on him.
Yeah, she got that 1-2 locker.
Yeah, for sure. But speaking of that, man, you know, today, I mean, we can't go today without talking about Valentine's.
Nah, we can't.
I mean, you know, even though, you know, I'll speak for me, you know. Like I said, I'm married to the grind, so I really don't even be celebrating Valentine's Day. I don't have nobody to celebrate Valentine's Day with. And it's not even so much that I don't want that. You know what I mean? Nah. Like, I'm not going to front and make it seem like I wouldn't. But then, you know what? Let me stop fronting. I'm fronting on here because I'm honestly not even really, I don't even think that I'm capable. You know, kind of like we was talking about before, like, women's expectations are just high. And I know it's Valentine's Day and it's supposed to be like a card and a box of chocolates.
Yeah.
But I've been seeing a lot of social media posts and it ain't just about a box of motherfucking chocolates and a Valentine's Day card no more.
No, I mean, I agree with you. I mean, I wouldn't want to be, but I would definitely love to have been doing something today. You know, it's Love Day. You know what I mean? Like, I would love to have been doing something today. If I had an opportunity to be out having some dinner or, you know, at a movie theater or, you know, laser tag, something, whatever we want to do, something crazy. It doesn't matter. If I could do that at the strip club, if whatever she want to do, whatever's making her happy, if I could do that, I would love to be doing that today. But unfortunately, here we are. We're sitting here on Valentine's Day doing what we're doing. But like you said, man,
I don't know.
I don't care. I don't even, to be honest, I don't care what she wants for Valentine's Day. I'm getting her what I want.
Right. What you want to get her.
Yeah, because she's going to get me what she want to get me. Like, right. She's going to do what she want to do. And sometimes it ain't nothing.
Right.
Sometimes you're not getting nothing. You know what you're getting.
Sex.
Yeah.
The same old three positions.
Not the same old.
What? Nah, come on. We not going front now. Come on, bro.
Not the same old.
It ain't like she bringing a partner in. Now she giving you to trace something for Valentine's Day.
She might want to bring some toys in.
Okay, all right. Speaking of that,
that's why I tapped in.
We're gonna get toy action too. We're gonna get.
You know what I mean?
Hold on, but kind of what you were saying before, as far as like what you was giving her. Now, for me in particular, I have a hard time with that because like I can't access the fucking part of my brain that thinks of some crazy romantic shit to do. Like I don't know. I can't.
So flowers, like, you know, rose petal the room up or something like that with some nice candles and some dinner. Ain't
if it's flowers, I'm going right to Stop and Shop. I'm gonna go to the flower section and motherfucking Stop and Shop.
No Winston and nothing.
I don't even know about them.
Damn, no, nothing from Sid. Sid got flowers. Sid
Nah,
nigga make
she
you a
might.
nice bouquet.
Nah. But that's outside of the. That's thinking outside of the box, though.
Oh, okay.
Like for me, like I can't even channel like some romantic shit. And what's making me think about this, so I found this post. This was one of the social media posts, because with females on social media, when one posts something, they all post it.
Okay.
And so I found this, and it's from a pretty popular page, content creator, a female content creator, young black woman on social media. A lot of people follow her. But this is what she put on her post, and I kind of want to put you in the hot seat around this. She said, what I gathered from ladies is that we don't always need a super expensive date, and we don't always have to eat. What we value is intentional planning, in all capital letters, intentional planning. Sure, there's room for occasional spontaneity, but we want to know that you actually cared enough to put some thought into spending time with us. Gentlemen, save this. No excuses at this point.
That kind of goes into what I just said just now.
Right, exactly.
Like,
exactly.
I'm not asking you, like, I'm tired. Yo, I think that's kind of what women want now. They want you to be tired of asking them, what do you want for Valentine's Day? What do you want for Christmas? They just want you to get it. And if they disappointed, they fucking disappointed. Even though I don't know if that's how they feel, but that's how I feel. If you mad, you're mad. Now you got to deal with it, because if I ask you, you're going to be like, oh, no, I guess, whatever. You know what I mean? So it's like, now you mad. But I think I could do something nice for Valentine's Day, because that's exactly like, if you ain't been with nobody for 10 years, like, you not, like, if you've been somebody for like 10, 15 years, you're supposed to be getting engaged and shit like that. That shit you probably should be thinking about, like, when you got to step outside the box, do something wild, take a trip or something. You know what I mean? But if you just ask, yo, can you just be somebody's Valentine? Like, without them being your girlfriend, without them being nothing, like, you just go and have Valentine's Day together, like dinner.
You can do that, but that takes a special type of female, though.
Yeah, it does.
Not every
I love
female
those kind of
can.
females.
Yeah. Not every female can handle shit like that.
Yeah, because it's kind of like, oh, you did all that.
Yeah.
But you ain't even really do all that. You did what you would do on Valentine's Day, because we made an agreement to be Valentines.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean.
But I wouldn't ask her for like anything. So they do want you to plan that date. They do want you to plan that trip. You know what I mean? Like, but I do feel like women do it first.
Right.
Like, they'll do it first, and then they expect you to do it back. But you're not looking at it that way.
Yeah.
You're looking at it like, oh, what do you want now? Like, you don't want to. They want you to do the same exact thing that they did for you. They want you to do it for them.
Yeah. See, but and that's kind of hard for me, because my next thing is okay, right? I think part of the reason why I have trouble like being romantic and really tapping into that part of it is because it's like, what are you doing to make me want to do something nice for you?
Sucking your soul. I don't know.
And you better be good at it. You can't be average, you can't be mediocre. But I'm just saying though, what is something, because like women will have these expectations of men and of dudes, right? But it's like, what are you doing to make him feel like he wants to do something nice for you? You know what I mean? Like,
I know what you mean.
What are you doing for him that's making him say, oh, I want to do something nice for her. I want to buy something nice for her. I want to take her somewhere nice. I want to do something romantic and creative. Because most men are not just going to think of some shit. At least I'll speak for myself. I'm not going to be able to just think it's just because it's fucking Monday or it's Wednesday and, it's like, I got to feel something. I got to feel moved to be like, you know what? She deserved this, or I want to do something. She did this for me, or she made me feel this way, and now I want to do something for her.
I think it depends on how long you've been talking. Kind of like.
But I think the longer your relationship is, I feel like the more you got to do that.
But the more you got to do what?
Like make
show up and show out.
No, not even just show up. Just make your partner feel like. I mean, because how many people is really just doing nice shit? How many men, I'll say, are just doing nice shit? And that's what I think part of the problem is with women. Like otherwise, like hold on, wait. Let me just show you why I'm saying this.
Because my thing is, I just think that I think that doing something spontaneous and random is better than Valentine's Day.
Okay, she kind of touched on
like
that.
To me, like fuck Valentine's Day. Like I did something nice for you on Valentine's Day, but I did something bigger for you. You know what I mean? In the middle of August for no fucking reason because we just felt like doing it. And I just felt like showing you I love you more than I wanted to show you on Valentine's Day. But what is she expecting that following Valentine's Day?
Or just not even like the following Valentine's Day, like the next month. You know what I mean? Like the next week. You know what I'm saying? Like Valentine's Day is just like today, like just this weekend.
Yeah, I mean,
but she's gonna be ready to go out on another dinner date or some another fancy or some type of fun type of excursion.
I mean, you're supposed to do that anyway when you're in a relationship. Just go out to dinner and spice things up and stuff like that's what being in a relationship. If you're with somebody that wants to do that, like if you're with somebody that's a cook, you're gonna be at home getting meals all the time.
But if your partner ain't making you feel like you want to hang with them, you want to do something nice with them,
you're not gonna do it.
Then you're not gonna do it.
No,
right? So that's what I'm saying. It's not an automatic
for
thing.
You. That's what you need, like.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Like if me and you's bickering back and forth, well, constantly, there's no way I'm gonna be able to think of some creative, romantic, spontaneous shit to do for you.
Oh yeah, no.
There's no way.
No, because some people think that the toxic thing is cute. Like, you know what I mean? It's gonna lead to something better.
Right. Or I'm gonna argue and then maybe he'll get me like a makeup gift or something.
A makeup gift and makeup sex and all that shit.
Yeah, see, no, I'm not that guy. Like I'm not even gonna want to deal with you.
Yeah, I do get bummed out by that.
And that's kind of why I said the longer the relationship, the more you kind of gotta bring that out of your partner because the more stale the fucking relationship gets, the more dry it gets.
That's what I was saying.
The more you have to be creative, the more you got to be spontaneous.
Now we get into Jada and Will.
Right. Okay. So, so what is your mate doing? So I just want to ask the women that, like, what are you doing to make your man feel like he want to do something nice and romantic for you?
What are you doing for her too?
I mean, I'm doing the nice gesture. I'm paying for the vacation. I'm paying for the dinner date.
All right, so what if she's doing that also? Is that equal?
No, because this is what I'm saying though. Mm-hmm. Because the post talked about intentional planning. Look, yeah. I'll let you even look at it. I want you to be able to see it. Kind of flick through it. And she's talking about intentional planning, right?
Yeah.
And so most women probably would say, well, don't you want to have fun? Let's just have fun. Well, my type of fun and our type of fun, you know what I mean? But my type of fun and our type of fun, it may not be the same thing. Like, I could totally go have fun by myself doing something that I like to do. But when it comes to me and my woman, we may do something totally different.
I have fun going to get my feet and nails done by women sometimes.
Okay, but that's something that y'all can do together. But I'm pretty sure you have something
that's something that she loves to do all the time.
But I'm pretty sure that you have something that just you like to do. It's just a you thing. Like, I'm pretty sure you got something that you just like to do on your own. It's just a you thing that you enjoy.
I like to go out to eat by myself.
Okay, so boom. Or try a new restaurant, a new bar, whatever the case may be, right? But this is talking about intentional planning. And so I'm drawing a correlation or a difference in between how we plan for ourselves and how we may plan to make someone else happy.
I just think it's making her a priority is what they're trying to say. Make a priority. Like if that's your relationship, make her a priority in your planning throughout your day. Or, you know what I mean? Oh, I should make her coffee this morning and then I'll plan like lunch dates or something like that on her lunch break and shit like that. They want you to plan. Ain't that like intentional planning somewhat?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm planning.
But what's gonna make someone prioritize you though?
Oh, that's what I'm saying. I know what you mean.
I don't think that someone could just say, just do nice things for me. Like, no, like at least like put me in a position where I feel like I want to do something nice for you.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like if we're just just going steady about our relationship.
But what if y'all have you ever felt like you would be in a position to be really trying to prove yourself? What if y'all trying to prove yourselves to one another?
Well, I ain't trying to prove myself to nobody.
Okay.
So that ain't even.
Like
That's
prove
not
each
even
other's
part of
worth,
it.
like
Nah, I
No?
mean, I wouldn't be fucking with you if I ain't think you was worthy.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? But I'm just saying though, I'm just raising that question. I mean, you don't have to agree or whatever, but I'm just raising that question to say, okay, because someone like me, I need that. Like, I need you to, if you're getting on my fucking nerves, which is really easy to do.
It's not easy to do for me. That's why.
I'm just saying, it's just really easy for me to be annoyed, right? Especially if we're not vibing, like if the energy is just off, right? I'm just annoyed with you. There's no possible fucking way I'm going to be able to think about doing something nice for you at that point. Or I don't know how long. It may take me a few weeks. It may take me a month to get over it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that's and again, this post makes me ask that question because it's about 10 slides here
with different shit like painting,
of different shit that men should do for their women. All different types of dates, all different types of ideas and creative romantic stuff. And I'm just thinking like, well, damn, I wouldn't be able to think of half of this shit.
I could.
If I'm saying if somebody,
if
well, okay, well, if that's the case, hold on, no. Okay, well, if that's the case, then if you can see yourself doing all these different things, hold on, I'm just gonna read some of them off. And this is what it says: date ideas for Black women. That's the title of the post.
Even though I think it's all women, but go ahead.
It says Black women.
Yeah.
It says winery, wine tasting, a walk in the park that ends with a picnic, a luxury picnic that includes stargazing at a lake, beach, or park, horseback riding, something that requires a passport, sip and paint at home or in studio, candle making class, crafting, a fair, a carnival, spontaneous adventure, spa date at home or in spa, mixology class, cooking, sushi class, dance class. Now, if you're sitting here saying that you would be able to think of all of these different things to do, then why aren't you doing it for a woman then?
I've done some of them.
No. Not all of them. That's not what I asked you. I asked you, why are you not doing it for? Because I'm pretty sure you've done it. We've all done some of these.
Yeah.
But why are you not doing this for one single woman?
Because I feel like you're supposed to be doing that for somebody you're ready to get married to right now, potentially. Or
we talking about walking the park, sipping paint. You gotta be married with somebody doing sipping paint?
I'm just saying, but you said all of them. When I said
no, I'm not saying all of them. No, I'm not necessarily saying all of them. If you was able to think of any of them, one of them, two of them.
Well, then I've done like 5 of those.
No, okay, we all have. But why are you not doing it with one specific? If
right now,
hold on, I'm pretty sure that there's a woman out there that you may like, that you may even be attracted to, right? That you may want to spend time with, kick it with. Am I wrong by saying that? Is it fair to assume that?
Go ahead. You can.
Okay, so why is it that you are not doing it? Not with that one specific. Why haven't you said, you know what? I like you. I want to take you on a luxury picnic. We want to go stargazing.
Because we're probably not there yet. I don't know. That's how I'm looking at
it. No. Forget all the hypotheticals.
I'm not there yet. So I wouldn't know.
So you're not there with the chick to take a walk in the park and have a picnic with. That was one of the things.
I know, but you're like kind of giving me 2 different things here.
How? Okay, how? Where are you confused at?
Because like you're telling me like, why haven't I done this with a woman? Then when I say I have done it, you're asking me for something else. Like, why am I doing it right now?
No, you're not.
That's because there's nobody there ain't nobody that I want to do that with right now.
There's nobody. There's nobody that makes you feel like I want to take her on a picnic. I want to take her on a spontaneous adventure.
No, there is someone like that, but there's someone like that, but there's a lot of beautiful women out there like that I would do stuff like that with.
Okay.
But why am I not doing it? Maybe because I don't have them yet, or I'm not I don't know. Like
no. I'm not take away all of that. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm saying you have her. Let's say you have her. Okay. Let's say you have her. This is somebody that you like. I think
I would be doing that if I had somebody like that and I was really that serious. Like I want to have kids, I want to get married and all that. I think, and I see potential with them. I would invest my time in shit like that for her. to make her happy. But also she got, like you said, she got to be doing something to make me happy too. Like why am I so attractive? Why do I want to do those things? Is that what you're asking?
Go ahead, keep going. Yeah.
Because she's probably choked. She's probably cooking for me. She might be doing my laundry, nigga. She might be helping me, keeping me stress relief, whatever. A fucking stress, like I said, whatever. All types of shit.
Okay,
There's a whole lot of stuff that a woman could be.
Okay, but nobody is putting you in a position where you feel like, okay, I want to do this for her. I want to intentionally plan.
No, right now, no.
For her.
No, not right now.
Because that's what it's asking for. It's asking for
someone, not right now, but I do feel like there like potentially could be like someone that I would want to do something.
Right, but that's just someone. You know that there's someone out there in the universe for you.
A one.
But there's not a one.
No,
right?
Not for me right now.
And so fair to say.
So maybe that post might be for people that got a one.
Well, yeah. So you have to do these things for someone. I could go stargazing by myself. Yeah.
But I'm saying, but you can just do that with any old female too.
Right. That's exactly my point. And so why you're making my point. I don't think you're quite getting it, but
but I kind of just feel like you was coming two different ways with it. But I hear
you. It's not. No, it's not coming two different ways. I think you was just kind of just thinking about all the other outside stuff, and I'm just asking you pertaining to this situation. If you have someone, like I have someone that I like, I'll speak for myself to try to give you an idea of what I mean. I have someone that I like, right? Mm-hmm. Someone that I could potentially see myself being with, right?
Yep.
But has she made me feel like I want to invest my time, I want to invest my energy to intentionally plan something?
She must have. If you can see yourself doing something with her in the future, you see yourself with her in the future. She must have done something to get your attention.
No, I never said that. I never said that. I said she has the potential to be. She's someone that I like, right? Okay. But obviously she hasn't, or else I would be doing it. Because because look at what the post said, bro. The post said, and again, this isn't my mentality. I'm trying to, and I think that's weird, because this is a female's, they're saying no excuses at this point. So she's going to be looking at me and saying, okay, well, you like me, right? You say you want to do all these things with me. So then what's the excuse? Why are we not doing it? And so I got to answer that question. I got to sit there and be like, well, and that's usually my answer. The reason why I'm saying that is because that's usually my answer. Like, well, shit, what have you done to make me feel like I want to plan some shit for you? Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Outside of us, texting and, having sex. Okay, yeah, we have sex. So what? I can have sex with anybody. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. What are you doing to make me feel like I want to, instead of me being here on a Monday doing my podcast, what's going to make you my Valentine and plan some shit for you?
But that's a question that I was asking you, though. What is something, because you asked me, and I said a couple of things. What is something that a woman could do to make you feel that way?
Oh, that's a deeper question.
I just gave you a couple answers, though.
Yeah, but for me, that's a deeper question.
Is it a loaded question?
Yeah, that's kind of a loaded question. For me, I mean, she would just have to be like super supportive, super understanding of who I am. See, because that's the kind of shit like, all right, this person, that for me personally, that's something that'll make me want to, especially because I feel like I'm a person that's so misunderstood. So if I meet a woman that understands me, I feel like she understands me, big turn on for me. I'm definitely going to want to do something nice for you. You know what I mean? If you just show me like, okay, we're on the same page, you understand my thinking, you understand my behavior, you understand my emotion, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a big turn on for me. So it's like, yeah, I'm gonna want to treat you. I'm gonna want to hang out with you. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna want to spend time with you. I'm gonna want to go on that dinner date with you. I'm gonna want to go on that walk in the park and have that long conversation with you.
All right, so what if there's somebody that simply just don't cause you no problems, right? And they just a peace of mind in general. Is that like
a peace of mind? No, that's cool too.
That's what I'm saying. But do they have to do way more than just be a peace of mind?
Nah. See, for me, but that's what I'm saying though. For me, I'm simple. So, but for somebody else, it may be different. Somebody may want you to cook for them. Somebody may want you to have sex with them 2-3 times a day. Mm-hmm. Somebody may want you to buy them a pair of sneakers or buy them clothes or put a rental car in their name, or you know what I mean?
I ain't tried none of that slick shit they got away with in the 20s.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Renting cars and
Yeah,
all that.
that's why I'm saying it. That's why I'm saying it.
I didn't get away with it. I didn't do none of that.
But most niggas will, excuse my language, most niggas will make a chick like her, you know, his bottom bitch. You know what I mean? Or make him his main joint. You know what I mean? If you holding the pistol, if you holding the work, you know what I mean? You counting the money. Yeah, I'm gonna take you to the mall and buy you some shoes. Yeah, you just held all this work for me and we just made all this bread. Yeah, I'm gonna buy you a pair of shoes.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But if you ain't doing nothing, or if you just sitting around in the trap, you ain't doing nothing. Is you getting them pair of shoes? No. Mm-hmm. At least not before old girl that's transporting the work.
Yeah.
Or holding the joint.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So it's like same type of deal. Like, so it's like, you know, and I'm not saying like, oh, you gotta do something for me, but at least just put me in a position that was like, I want to do something nice for her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, yo, like the way she held me down, you know, when I was going through it last week. Mm-hmm. Let's go get some ice cream. I just want to show you how much I appreciate you. Let's go get some ice cream. So, you know what I mean? Whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think that that's illogical. Like, I think that's very much logical, and I think that post is what made me think it as, because it's like, okay.
And you know, it's another thing, because usually when I do go out on a date with a girl, that's the thing. All right, so I usually figure out what we're gonna do, like the plans.
Right.
So girls like that. I got a plan about what to do.
Right.
But I like planning. But I love when a girl be like, "No, let's go to this restaurant."
You said that before.
I did. You know what I mean? Yeah. I like that because I feel like I never been there before, or that's something I could learn. You know, something new I could gather and get together. I don't know. It's everybody got a different preference.
Yeah.
Everybody got a different preference,
and that's why I'm asking that, because everybody might not feel the same way that I feel. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Some niggas is just tricks. Yeah. Some niggas just want to spend money on you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So
go buy you
a bag. You ain't got to do nothing for that bag. A nigga just going, because he just want to hang around and just be in your presence. Yeah, just, you know, be on Instagram with you. So every nigga's not like me. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's kind of why that makes me an oddball too. Like when she said no excuses at that point, like at this point, like I felt like she was talking to me. Because I'm the nigga who, like, you know, they usually like, okay, well, nigga, what's your excuse, nigga? You say you like me. You say you want to hang out with me and all this other shit, nigga. You say we get along. So why the fuck we ain't go out on the sipping paint yet? Nigga, take me on the sipping paint. And I be sitting there looking at them like, whoa, shit. I never thought about going on the fucking sipping paint with you. You know what I mean? Uh-huh. So I don't know. Valentine's Day, man. You know, this shit get complicated, man. What, you about to call somebody?
Nah, but I'm about to read some.
All right, what you gonna read? Read that.
So I asked a lady, how does she feel about Valentine's Day? What does it mean to her? And I said, what's not an acceptable gift to give a woman, and what's acceptable?
That's a good question.
And she said, I think as a woman, Valentine's Day is special, and the only other holiday aside from her birthday where a man can really make it about the woman. Granted, both parties should benefit. I feel it's a day of emotion which women relate more than men. That's one part, she said. She said, as for gifts, I think it's the thought that counts. Right? Ain't that a little bit about the post? I think it's the thought that counts. Yep. Not everyone is balling, so you don't know what you can within your means to make your woman feel special, because it's all about the feeling and the effort put in. And she said, thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Okay. Thank you for your input.
Nah. I mean, I do feel like it's more of a feelings thing. Like women feel, like we said, it don't feel like Valentine's Day. Women be like, nah, nigga, it feel like my heart's throbbing. I see my best friend get some roses. I mean, that's what it is. It's the gift thing. Cause I don't be like, oh, my gang got a rollie for Valentine's Day. Yo, babe, what's up? Like, yeah, I gotta get married. Like, I gotta get my life together.
Right.
A female would see her friend get some roses and a ring and some shit and be like, oh my God, I gotta make sure I got a Valentine next year. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like more of a feeling thing and what you're exposed to. Cause niggas ain't exposed to much on Valentine's Day. That's why niggas be so happy on their birthday, because niggas get a lot of love.
I mean, she also forgot one too. Women get the anniversary too.
Yeah, when you're in that relationship.
Anniversary. I mean, if you in a relationship, nigga, she's gonna remember that anniversary. Don't play yourself.
Who do you think sacrifices the most in a marriage?
Who sacrifices the most in a marriage? I got some stats about marriage too I wanted to read. Who sacrifices the most in marriage?
I would just say a woman just based off her body alone. And having children.
She ain't got to be married to have to sacrifice her body.
I'm just saying, that's why I'm just saying, I brought up a marriage though. Like,
yeah, I'm just saying these women is having kids without even being married, so they breaking the rules already. I don't know. I would say that it has to be equal. I would say that you would have to make equal sacrifices. You know what I mean? They may not shit. A woman sacrifices her body through birth, but a man easily sacrifices his body through work. You know what I mean? Just like how much we tax our body through labor. You know.
What the fuck is Valentine's Day?
I don't know.
It says something about a Saint Nick, some brothers, right? I mean, Saint Valentine.
It was a massacre on Valentine's Day.
That's what I'm saying.
That's how it actually started. It was actually a massacre.
It was a bloody one, huh?
It was a bloody massacre on Valentine's Day. That's where it originated from.
Saint Nick, they're supposed to be celebrating love.
Yeah. But you know, it's something for the females. And I think, see, I could be open.
I be wanting to know, like, they doing this in fucking Australia and fucking Africa? Like, are they celebrating Valentine's Day out there?
Not. You know, this is a corporate holiday, man. This is for us to get out there, spend money, man. Again, who we spending money on? Women. You walk into any department store, retail store, what are they all geared towards? Women.
Oh yeah, the mall's done for us.
You know what I'm saying?
And so recently this week, the New York mayor, he actually got a text message from his son of a YouTube video of some drill music in New York City. And he actually came out and made like this big gigantic press conference going back and forth, just talking about how he wants to take drill music off of YouTube and off of social media in general, and why it's promoting so much violence in New York City right now, because they do kind of got a stranglehold on their city. And I don't know, how you feel about with him trying to do that, bro?
I'm trying to find the article. Let me pull up the article.
Cause I don't know, man. The guy's kind of not. He kind of seemed like he's for hip hop, and he seemed like he's not. I remember you telling me that the guy was Casanova was trying to get him to represent him, to get him out of prison and stuff, and he was kind of standing with Casanova for a little while. I actually heard about the guy calling himself the Brooklyn Joe Biden. I don't know. The guy's kind of crazy, man, and I kind of couldn't believe that he came with that shit like that.
Yeah, there was a clip that he put out. Let me see. Oh, damn. I thought I would be able to play it, but there was a clip that he put out. Just talking about drill music and how it sparks violence and stuff like that. And I'm not sure what he's going to do from a political standpoint about it. So I thought it would just be interesting to see, what people's reactions would be towards that. I kind of had an idea of how I think people will react. But I don't know. I was kind of just interested to see if he was going to get any backlash at all. Because a lot of times, especially in New York, they say that, especially with stuff like the hip hop police and stop and frisk, that was a big thing at one point in time. So they've always had a lot of stuff going on around hip hop and around violence, especially in the city of New York. So I was just kind of interested to see what people thought about that. If people felt like it was a thing where he would be targeting black people, because this mayor of New York, and I believe his name is Eric Adams, he was also a former police chief. So I kind of wanted to see if people thought that it would be like an attack on young black people, trying to ban drill music and stuff like that.
What I was gonna say, do you feel like he might be able to get somewhere with this? You think they? I mean, there's no real regulations to social media right now. You think there might be some regulations coming soon?
Yeah, they could put in laws about anything. And so I wouldn't be surprised if they did pull some music off of social media or then allow you to access it because they pretty much got like songs built into social media. That's how we're able to like add music to like our story and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it is possible. It is possible that they could possibly, get that stuff get that stuff, taken down with some form of legislation. That's why I said it'd be interested to see what that legislation looks like because it's definitely gonna come.
So we haven't been to New York in a minute. So, and every time we go to New York, we usually in the Bronx or ain't we usually in the Bronx? Ain't that where like Dykeman is?
Yeah, Bronx,
Bronx, Harlem, a little
Brooklyn,
bit. We
LES.
kind of just be all over the place when we go to New York. But I always felt like a good vibe in New York. So I don't know how the vibe might be out there right now since all this drill stuff has taken off. Like, cause since like I think Pop Smoke and all them came out, I ain't really been in New York like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I'm not sure about how the vibe and everything has changed. You know how if basketball games is more dangerous, and I'm not sure how that's going on right now. But I do see a lot of that type of shit on the internet. All I do is see new videos of this hood versus this hood. I didn't even know what was going on in New York. But
Yeah, I mean, from what I've seen, there's been a lot of shootings. I follow like, some of them violence pages
mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. And there was, a few shootings, over the past year or so. One in particular, I remember there was one came across, and there was a lot of like New York bloggers that were talking about it, but a young girl, like a 4-year-old, had got shot at a cookout, and stuff like that. So
Man.
there was like a few things that was going on. Like I said, I'm not from New York, but it does seem like there was any, they got Bloods and Crips out
And they got
there,
real hip hop
and
police out there too. Like that's where the hip
right,
hop police come in. That's usually I feel like that's kind of how it slowed down out here in our city a little bit. And I'm not gonna say the street slowed down, but the whole drill scene. Remember, it was just drill this, drill that. A lot of the shit that they do is they kind of arrest the kids who are doing the music. And I
yeah,
see it in New York happening now with the K Flock kid, and a couple of other people. Either it's just jail or death, man. And I do wish we could get some type of positivity out of it, but what are you gonna do about diss records? Is diss records and
I
and
would say I
drill
would say
music?
I would say definitely diss records.
You know what I
Diss
mean?
records are probably definitely gonna be.
Because drill's a genre at this point. You can't just say you're not playing drill no more. You could just say you're not playing diss records. And they dropping names and dropping sets, and you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's what I feel like should kind of be like a little bit more censored. Like Fabio, bro. Like Fabio don't he make drill music, but he just dropped a new song with Alicia Keys and Kanye.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So he's kind of putting his own spin on it without really kind of getting at the ops too much. You know what I mean? So
Well, Fabio Foreign also say that he don't go back to his hood at all no more.
he shouldn't. You're a millionaire.
Right. So that kind
Unless
of
you're giving back, but you got to give back right.
right, but I could see how that kind of plays into what the mayor's trying to combat because if you're an artist and you have all this influence, especially in your hometown,
Mm-hmm.
and you making this music and you're not even there, but it's still inciting violence
Yeah.
or influencing kids to perform acts of violence,
Mm-hmm.
then that's kind of the problem. I could kind of see why,
Yeah,
and
'cause they
that's
wouldn't.
why that's why I see why he's playing that whole drill music on social media role because you could be influenced from anywhere through social media.
They wasn't letting Chief Keef and Dirk perform in Chicago, remember? Because they would incite and shit. Like they'll come and have a crazy performance. Then they get buck wild after the show, and these niggas is on a plane back to the next city. So
Right. I
I
mean,
get it.
I asked this question because it puts black people in a position where, in a sense, you got to choose a side because you'll have some people who jump on the bandwagon of the artists and say, well, artists should be able to make drill music. We should be able to perform in the city, in our own city, in New York City. But then you got someone like the mayor who's saying, yeah, okay, I understand that, but tell that to all the mothers of homicide victims. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So he has, and one of the things that he said was a social and corporate responsibility. He's like, all these artists and these music labels, they should have a social and corporate responsibility. And I think he's right about that. And so he has to stand in the middle and say, okay, do I allow this music to continue to go on? And I also got to deal with the problem of families and homicide victims, or do I ban this and deal with all the backlash, but yet come to the aid of all the families that are losing people to violence?
Yeah, because like you said, it is the motherfucking labels who are funding it.
Right.
For real. They the ones who are putting money like, oh, I like when you talk this, that, and the third, this violence, kill this, that, and the third. Let me give you this $3 million contract. You know what I mean? Lock you in for 10 years, 5 albums, nigga, but you're gonna make me a lot of money. You're gonna pollute the youth out here, and it's just gonna keep going downhill from there.
Right. And we're fans of it.
Mm-hmm.
So
we're older, so we kind of understand how to separate it.
Right. But I'm not talking about me in particular. I'm talking about people. When I say we're fans of it as people, as a general population are fans of it. And so we got to decide, are we going to stand on the side of, because you can't stand in the middle. You can't say, okay, yeah, well, I'm for mothers, I'm for black women, I'm for our people, but I'm not going to go up against the, you know what I'm saying? And so I've been seeing that. There's been a lot of backlash with this New York mayor. A lot of black people, a lot of young black people aren't standing behind him. And that's why I posed the question earlier, is I want to see how people are viewing this. If people are viewing this as an attack on black people, or are people looking at this like he's doing the right thing? Because I don't see people standing behind him. I don't see people championing this.
No, especially
like
the
this
youth.
wasn't reposted 100,000 times all over the place, and people was like in support of it. I saw more backlash than anything. So it's like,
it's funny because I seen a lot of backlash with that DJ too. When he said he's not playing no more drill, there was a lot of backlash for him too, and that's what I'm saying. So I think they might bend against him. Like they're not gonna respect what's going on, but I do understand what you're saying. Like, yeah, like he's not gonna have no positivity. Like there's not gonna be no backing for him. I don't think he'll probably have no backing. Even though, like, I do agree. There's something there. There's something that can affect the community if he was to, like, you know, put some type of stranglehold on it and some type of censorship. But a lot of these record labels, I mean, a lot of these videos and stuff that they put out do have warning signs in the beginning of them, but that ain't enough.
Yeah, you know, parental advisory
and stuff like that,
and all that type of stuff. I mean, but even still, you could be 18 with, you know, parental. Yeah. You don't need parental advisory. But if you lose your life at 18, they're gonna say he was a kid. You know what I'm saying? So again, and you could be an 18-year-old high school kid. You lose your life in high school, you lost your life too soon. Yeah, you don't need parental advisory. So again, I think that's where that line gets drawn in the sand at, you know, and most people will try to walk that line, but it's hard. Like, because how do you say, yeah, I'm a drill music fan, you know, but then I also want to support the mothers of homicide victims, you know? And I think that's what most people don't look at it. Like, he is the mayor of the city, so every issue in that city is his.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like him trying to support like rappers who be doing scams and shit. You know what I mean? Like this new scam music and all that type of shit. But then say, you know, I'm for working people. I'm for working class people. Well, how you supporting the scammers that's scamming the working class people?
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. Like, how you gonna support the drill music artists that's making the music that's causing violence and killing people in your city?
Yeah, because it's the influence at the end of the day.
Right. So it's like you can't really stand. And so that's why I see him, like, because he ain't thinking about, he's like, well, forget the little artist that's out here making your little diss tracks. He's like, I got 1,000-something women that lost a son last year. You know what I mean? I got to do something about that. You know? So I can see why he would, you know, propose something like this.
Nah, yeah, I definitely see why he would try to propose it and try to get something going with it. I feel like a lot of other states might try to implement it too. Maybe in like New Orleans, just Chicago, you know, they might try to do some type of censorship to YouTube or something like that. But I don't know.
Yeah,
They
and
keep saying.
it kind of ties into another conversation as far as them using artists' lyrics. Maybe he's doing them a favor with this. Maybe now, their lyrics won't be used against them in a certain sense because it won't be on social media. Because a lot of them's posting their music videos, or they do a little Triller video, or they put it on their story.
Little quick reel.
Sometimes they even record themselves, in the studio making the song.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe this will do them a little bit of justice. Maybe when they get arrested, the first thing the police do is maybe they don't go to their social media page and start to pick at different evidence and stuff like that. So it could be
some positives in there.
It could be some positives in there. He could be doing them a justice by this.
And then like you said, you can also see the negatives too. Like you look like you're taking money out of these kids' pockets, like because it's really young kids that's making the music and getting put on.
Or you're targeting them.
Yeah, you're targeting them. You know what I mean? And that's why I said when you said it's not being shared and there's not a lot of likes and stuff. It's usually the youth that share and like on social media and like that type of stuff. They don't want to see it like that. He might, you know what I mean? And it's the youth pushing the shit. So I don't know. He might not get a lot of. I'm gonna say kids don't even vote no more, but I don't know, man. He gonna have it. It's gonna be tough for him.
Well, the kids are voting more than ever now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, more than ever now for sure.
That's what the record shows.
Okay.
The stats show that kids are voting more than ever, and that's why they're actually lowering the voting age. They're trying to lower it to 16 to get more kids to vote.
It's crazy because there's a lot of heat on every mayor out here right now.
Yeah, I mean it's a tough time to be
in position.
To be in position, especially in a decision making position, whether it's politics or business or whatever. That's real tough. So I don't know. I'm just interested to see. I would like to see some of the different, because I know one thing that I know about like politics and policy and all that type of stuff is that you're not thinking of everything. Like, so I'm not thinking of everything. The mayor's not thinking of, and when I say of everything, I mean like the pros and cons. So he's not thinking of, I'm sure he's weighing them, but you're just not able to foresee everything. And so I would like to get some feedback from some people, because I know that I'm not thinking of every perspective or every angle or every possible outcome, pros and cons and all that good stuff. There may be some artists out there who may feel like they're being targeted to say, okay, maybe I did live my life in the streets one time, but now I'm using music to turn my life around. Drill music happens to be my genre. And so I don't want to be targeted by that because of the music that I'm now making. And my actions aren't necessarily reflecting, the lyrics in my music. So I don't want to be targeted by that, because I consider myself a drill music artist, but I turn my life around. You know what I'm saying? And so someone like that could possibly get caught up in this legislation, in this policy change or something like that, and it could end up bad for them. So that's what I'm saying. We're not thinking of all of the possible situations. And I think that's why it's good to like hear from other people. So I don't know.
That's it for that, for the hip hop? Because I've seen some crazy shit over the week, man, since our last episode. You seen that Isiah Rashad shit?
Nah, I seen he was trending, but I didn't see what happened to him though.
I don't really want to go into detail, man, but it was man-on-man action. Cause that all week long, everybody was getting exposed. Nelly with his shit, he put that girl out with that video doing that to him.
I didn't see that either.
Lil Fizz, they keep telling these niggas to keep their videos too, man.
So you telling me that Isiah Rashad had a gay video?
Yeah, the video, man. I don't even want to give details on camera. They was doing it. And I feel bad about it. You know why I feel bad? Because he was outed. Like, it wasn't like he didn't come out. It was like revenge porn type. You know what I mean? Like, it was like revenge. So it's like he deals with depression and all of that stuff already. He just took like a hiatus. And then now somebody gonna come out and throw some shit out like that. Like,
he just had one of the best albums. It's crazy to hear that, because I'm a fan of Isiah Rashad. He had one of the best albums.
I ain't gonna change the way I view his music. It won't change the way I view his music.
Last year he had one of the best albums to me last year. That's crazy though. I didn't see that.
Yeah, nah, the internet was going crazy, because that's why I was talking about nigga like Unwanted Nudes. Like, why is niggas putting all this shit on fucking social media for. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So it was just crazy, man. It was a crazy weekend, man. Prayers out to Isiah Rashad though, man. Cause that shit was wild. The social media. I mean, there was a lot of people coming to his defense, so you know what I mean? So, but that shit was wild. It was like some revenge porn type shit that was going on.
Right. Wow. I mean, that's crazy, man. I mean, this is a crazy time,
It's a
man.
crazy time.
Relationships. We didn't get a chance to get to it, but I had an article that I was gonna read off of CNN, and it was just talking about that. It was giving, updated stats on, relationships and marriage and how many people had sex in the past 12 months and all that type of stuff. And from just to sum it up, it was basically saying like shit is getting worse out here. Like our generation is like doing marriage and relationships, like we're totally ruining the entire thought of it, what it means and everything. It's just showing like a big decline ever since like the 80s up until like modern day.
Yeah, I mean, nobody even be nowadays have marriage in mind like that anymore. They kind of have kids, having kids first, then marriage. Like it's not even like
But
how
it
is
did show that more people, divorces are down. Less
are they?
people are getting divorced. Less people are getting married,
Most people.
but less people are getting divorced out of those marriages. So it was weird, but that's pretty much how it summed it up. So
I
for
wonder
us to
what.
be,
I wonder how old a person is like when they get married. Like, what's the average age of a person's marriage lasting? Like, not getting a divorce. Like, what age are they getting married at? Are they starting at it like in their 30s, or are they getting married early, like Kobe?
well,
You know
that
what I
was
mean?
one of the things in the 80s. It was showing that people got, especially women, they got married younger than now.
Yeah. Okay.
So women in the 80s, it started at like 86 is where they started pulling most of the data from. And it was showing that in 86, women were getting married at a younger age than they are now. But they were also staying married longer than they are now as well. And so that's why I was saying like it was just more, and it wasn't more like if you look at the numbers, it doesn't show a decline, it shows an incline because all the numbers are trending up in the wrong direction. So it was like 56% of people, said that they'll never get married, but now we're at like 63%, 64%. And so it's really an incline rather than a decline because the numbers are just going up. Like the number of, it even had one just around like single men, and that number is going up for single men. It had the numbers for how many people live together. That number was going up.
Just live together and not married?
No, like together,
Just live.
like you're with this person and we're living together.
Oh,
Like
okay.
that number is going up over the amount of people who are not living together, who are living independently on their own.
Mm.
So it was crazy. It was crazy to see that. So for us to be on Valentine's Day and to see how fucking dry it is, the numbers, when you look at the numbers, it makes sense.
And you
Like,
seen that on CNN, huh?
yeah, it was a CNN article. It was
Damn.
maybe we'll post it so that y'all can read it, but it was a CNN article. Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. It do seem kind of dry for Valentine's Day. I still remember those days, man, when we used to get the cards and shit at school. Everybody, get your little 30 pack, pass it out to the class, mad candy and shit like that. That shit used to be a wave.
And that's kind of why I was bringing up that whole point earlier, just about someone making you feel like, because just think about it, like with all these women, there's no shortage of options out here as far as women, and then just speaking personally, I mean, we pretty much get a fair shot with women. So with all the women out there, with all the options out there, there ain't one woman that make us feel like we want to celebrate Valentine's Day. There's not one woman out there that made you feel like, let me stop at Target and get a $4 card and sign it and bring it to her or drop it in the motherfucking mail. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
so that's what, and that's kind of why, like, I don't mind putting myself in the hot seat and be like, well, I'm that guy. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like that person does exist. And so if you anything, like, if you didn't buy nothing for nobody on Valentine's Day today, you know, what does that say about you? What does that say about your person? Are you being realistic with yourself? Are you going the extra mile for that woman knowing that you really can't sustain that? Because that's one of the worst things. And they always say that.
Yeah.
Don't introduce me to a vibe you can't keep up.
Yeah.
And women hate inconsistency.
And I won't.
Right. And so women hate when you're inconsistent.
Mm-hmm.
But most niggas will jump on that boat knowing that they can't keep that motherfucker afloat.
Yeah.
And so just be the guy from the beginning to say, baby, your expectations are a little bit too high for me right now.
Be honest up front.
And just be honest. And you'll realize most women will just deal with you on that level.
Mm-hmm.
You know, until you able to provide or do, until y'all get to the point where you're doing romantic shit.
Yeah. And you're ready to step into that lane.
Right. So I don't know, man. Interesting, man. But this is Valentine's Day. Y'all got about an hour and a half left, and this motherfucker over.
Sneak you some chocolates.
Yeah. Musiq Soulchild in them is going to keep this motherfucker going for another 24 hours. Then after that, it's back to normal, baby.
That's it.
It's gonna be a regular Wednesday after that.
Yeah, man. So I don't know, man. Valentine's Day. I hope everybody's out there enjoying it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Doing what you got to do, providing, making somebody happy, making everybody happy, man. Just showing love. You know how that goes, man. But
yeah, man. Yeah, for sure, man. But man, shout out to all the supporters, man. Everybody that's been rocking out with us. We definitely support it. Make sure you check out all of our latest episodes on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, and Google Podcasts.
Yeah, man. And make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Goldmembers Podcast, man. Make sure you follow us on there. Let them know where to follow you at, bro.
Yeah, follow me on all social media at Herb Reed. That's HERBREAD.
Yeah, and it's your boy Tyson, man. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Goldmembers at Goldmembers on Instagram and Twitter, man. And we out of here.
Goldmembers Podcast.